what happened, but he still wants to know who would intentionally set this fire, putting so many lives on the line.
I'd like to see him caught, because it wasn't right. It shouldn't have been done.
Duke says he learned what to do during a fire from watching television. His father says he's proud his son has shown so much strength of character at such a young age. Margaret Douglas, WAVY News 10.
Duke's injuries may cut short his time in the Navy, but the service is considering giving him a medal for his actions on that morning. Brave young man.
Absolutely, he was.
Well, outside, still warm, I guess, and now comes the humidity as well.
Yeah, I got a feeling we're going to get it, right, Don?
We've got it already. The dew point has been up and the humidity's up. We'll talk about it in just a minute.
Here are tonight's winning lottery numbers.
You need a truck that gets it done. Well, it's Ford Truck Month. Ford is #1.
Ford Truck Month means great deals on the #1 selling compact pickup, Ford Ranger. It's all new, inside and out. And for a limited time, get $400 cash back or low 6.9 financing. Plus, get a tough Ford bedliner for just $50.
It's the right time to buy, because it's Ford Truck Month at your neighborhood Ford dealer.
If you have a problem and need someone to fight for you, call the WAVY News 10 hotline. Dial 397-0530 and put the resources of Virginia's leading news channel on your side. Now, there are 2 ways to catch your first news of the day. Every weekday morning at 5:30, WAVY-TV and WNIS Radio will simulcast WAVY News 10 at sunrise, Hampton Road's first early morning newscast. WAVY News 10 and WNIS News Radio 850, 2 great ways to start your news day. Coming up next on WAVY News 10 tonight, Don Slater and Hampton Road's weather forecast.
At some fast food restaurants, the burgers are rounded up and herded into a corral until you ride up. Not at Rally's. Every Rally burger is made to order fresh for you in less than a minute. Rally's has it fresh. Rally's has it fast.
Thank you for choosing Rally's.
Rally's has it right.
This segment of WAVY News 10 brought to you by Busch Gardens, Williamsburg.
So, you're going to see the new movie Haunts of the Old Country at Busch Gardens. Did you know it's in 4D? So it's got live special effects. Pretty cool, huh? Explore England's legendary haunted castle, Haunts of the Old Country. Only at Busch Gardens. More than a movie, it's an experience.
Good to be back off vacation. I'll tell you, it's the first time I've ever been on vacation that I prayed and hoped for rain.
Yeah.
Oh, my grass is like straw.
Yeah, mine too. I finally had to break down last week and do some watering around the area. So, yeah.
It's either that or green paint. You know, one of the two.
Bad idea. Not a bad idea at all, because we're going to get more of the same. The humidity is back right now, and also here's what's back for tomorrow. We've got the heat back for tomorrow. It really looks like it's going to be a warm day. I want to show you what the weather pattern is in the upper atmosphere from now through Saturday morning. We'll show this to you once again. You'll notice how the bulk of the stuff is on up toward the Canadian border, dipping down into the Pacific Northwest by Saturday morning again. I'll step out of the picture and you can see it again. Again, not much for a dip through our area. We will see a little bit of a cool off toward the middle of the week, but not all that much. The bulk of the activity, again, is on up to the Canadian border of the United States, so nothing really comes down into our part of the world at all. We're just kind of in a dead air space, and things just stay warm. 90s, 80s, 70s, and a few 80s across our area as well. Let's have a look at earlier tonight over the west end of Norfolk and look at our current conditions right now through the area. We have partly cloudy skies. Norfolk reporting 75. Same for Newport News. The low last night, 66. High today, 91 degrees. Dew point is back up there. It's at 71. It was down to around 57, 58 for the bulk of the day, so the humidity wasn't bad, but the dew point is back up, And with that high dew point, we could see a little bit of fog overnight again. Southerly winds are at 7, and the barometric pressure is rising from 29.94. Temperatures across the area generally in the low 70s, low to, well, really throughout the 70s. 78 right now are the cool spots. In Chesapeake, 69, the hot spot. Cool spot is in Seaford. Cynthia Spencer reporting in with 69 degrees. Cloud cover from last night, a little bit of thin cloudiness, no big deal. We'll take it on up to the present time, be able to show you again that we've had some high thin clouds. Boomers off to our northwest. Well, they're going to boom and fizzle out. In fact, they are. Here's where they were around 4 o'clock this afternoon over Ohio, dropping southeastward on into West Virginia and western Virginia. You can see them fizzle out, and you'll also notice some false returns across our area. Our skies are clear to partly cloudy. There's no rain out there, and I don't think these will be affecting us at all over the next 24 hours. In fact, I don't really see any significant rain in our forecast at all until later in the week. This cool front will be dropping on into the area, but by the time it gets here, it'll be in such a weakened form that it'll hardly do a thing to us other than shift our winds, drop our temperatures a little bit for Wednesday. From now through Wednesday morning, again, a cool front dropping closer, very, very slowly closer. It'll drop on into the area and then move back northward for the last half of the week. So again, cool front dropping on in. By the time it gets to us, it'll lose the bulk of its rain, and again, it'll move back northward for the weekend. So our forecast basically looks like it's going to stay pretty hot. A little bit of a cool off toward the middle part of the week. Let's have a look at what we've got going on. Overnight tonight, mostly clear skies, 72 for an overnight low. Again, we could get a little bit of fog overnight tonight as the temperature drops toward that 71-degree dew point. Partly sunny for tomorrow, 92 to 95. We've added the humidity for tomorrow. Southwesterly winds at about 10 miles an hour. Tomorrow night, mostly clear, 72 for an overnight low, winds almost non-existent. And on into Wednesday, partly cloudy skies, a little bit cooler with a cool front dropping on into the area, 85 to 88 degrees for a high temperature under partly cloudy skies. So again, a little bit of a cool off, 85 to 88 degrees, which is normally the hottest weather that we receive on average during the hottest part of the summer. So again, unusually warm weather will continue.
And humid tonight. Huh?
Yes, and very humid tonight and tomorrow.
You were mentioning that at night the dew point usually does come up.
Well, the temperature comes down to meet the dew point. The dew point doesn't usually rise. It's just the temperature coming down to meet the dew point, and that's where you end up with the dew on the grass.
71 degrees no matter how you cut it is
yes.
humid. Yeah, thanks, Don. Okay, well, did you know that your attitude in college can affect your health later in life? Leanne Rains explains how in a 10 on Your Side medical breakthrough next.
To explore American history, all you need is a map of Virginia. Route 460, Appomattox. Interstate 64, Monticello. And southeast of Richmond and down the same road, there's Colonial Williamsburg, Yorktown, and Jamestown. But now, if you like your history to go back even further, take Route 702, left of the big tree, walk about 50 feet, and listen.
You see them at dawn talking about the weather, and if you look hard enough, you're back there with them. Now they're why most of your calls go to one area code. Call AT&T and you could talk to them for less. Spend $40 a month and we'll take 25% off your favorite area code, plus 15% off your other calls, guaranteed, with no fee. But you have to call 1-800-426-4752. 25% off where it really matters. Just another part of the I-Plan.
That's the Barton family when we moved to Virginia Beach in 1978.
We were hoping for the best, and we found it. We found it in school.
We found it in friends and neighbors. We found it in sports. And we found it at work, where our customers and coworkers are more like friends and family.
So join the family. It's easy. Just come on in. See how it pays to have good friends in the car business.
Beach Ford, Barton Ford, Lincoln Mercury. World class. Keep on rolling. Yeah.
Once you get a good thing going, why not keep on rolling? And the best way to keep things rolling
is to keep working harder to roll back prices.
Roll back.